Okay, welcome back. It turned out that I thought I would be safe, but instead of the normal trigger for the encounter, effectively the enemies begin to rush us. So the whole idea of Syken being safe and so on and so forth is right out of the window from the beginning of this fight, which means we will use whatever it takes in order to be successful here. And if that means that we're uh, going to buff from outside of the combat, but uh, damn, now she's in combat as well. Gosh, that's going to be a hard fight. So first things first, we will need to make sure that Saiken gets out of there, because elsewise he is not going to make it. That's a simple fact. Secondly, we need to jump out, so we're effectively at 2 action units at the moment, which means we might as well start to hurt them, but I would prefer to do it the right way. So let's start with the big one here. Nice little shot, worked out well. Yeah, they do have such a high mobility. I knew about that, and that was the reason why all of this here. Oh wow, they're not even slowed. Wow, they are not even slowed. Gosh, that's going to suck. Our main damage dealer has just been taken away. Let's see if we can deal enough damage in order to like knock this guy down. It is a little bit disappointing that Syken has no turn whatsoever. That seems not necessarily right. Good. So this guy is knocked down. Which means we just need to deal with the sheer amount of damage. Everyone's frozen in here, which just sucks. Burning disease, decaying touch, poison, bleeding, suffocation, and acid. Unfortunately, mass cleanse wounds is not cleansing frozen, which I would have hoped it would. But there is an easy way to cleanse freezing. It is the good old Molotov cocktail. there we go. Everyone except Seville is now cleansed. So let's just heal her for now. And yeah, we need to down something, elsewise this is going to be very, very, very painful. Why exactly are we continuing to be frozen? Doesn't even make sense. That doesn't even make sense. Oh, they continue to keep us in the chokehold with freezing. So many attacks. At least they take a shit ton of damage from the burning effect. Well, we're damaging them, but we're not winning the fight. We need to get rid of the cocoon here. That's our #1 priority. All right, so that was #1. Going to sneak out of that combat. But not before we are going to deal some more damage. So all of them are effectively taken out of the combat, which is unfortunate. Syken needs to move a little bit, so that's 1. And that's 2. We can still knock them down. And this guy here does not have any more physical armor. And by moving them 500 times through the fire, all right, so Seville is kidnapped. That's fine. Let's at least she went to a location which is not completely overrun by monsters. We're going to use the pyramid. Seville is going to like rest and haste herself. And then we're effectively using the teleporter pyramid to get back into the combat. There we go. Now, that's a bummer. That's actually a problem. This guy here is the only one who has not kidnapped someone yet, so might as well try um, to hit him in order to disable him. We do not have enough damage, I suppose. No, that's 110, and this guy has 200 armor. So instead, let's use maximum evasion as our defense and take a better position. We still have one more wings after that round. Most likely he's going to kidnap her. Well, not. Okay. It's fine. Alright, Lowe's is kidnapped as well. That's okay. We're going to rest with her. Pyramid. Well, if she can't take that pyramid, how about she takes the other one and just teleports to Seville? That's also fine. We are going to buff ourselves. I don't know if the incarnate is going to join us or not, but might be worth a shot. And we're going to teleport to the other pyramid. Right back into the combat. There we go. Beast is out of combat. That's good. He's not safe there. That's not good. And we cannot hand any pyramid to him for now. But that's going to change next round of the combat. So this guy here needs some smacking. We can basically taunt off of him, and we could very simply like move him away, which will make the which will make him like walk. That's fine. So that saved Seville. Good enough. Shouldn't have walked. That was stupid. It's a little bit healing. And she definitely needs magical armor. There you go. Can we get the pyramids? No, yes, maybe, no. All right. It's almost out of physical armor. Wow, so much damage. How can we clear stun? This here is not removing stun. Decaying touch. No, no, no. Let's see. Losa does not have anything against stun. We should have given her like a clarity of mind scroll. That's a bummer. Too bad. Nevertheless, let's get another totem going so that this guy is losing the rest of his physical armor. Of course, a miss. Knockdown, perfect. And from here on, we have the fight under control because now he's our bitch. I think we can simply attack him. He's probably, yeah, he was like super immune against water damage, so never mind. Not even worth the try. Instead, let's get some buffs going. Okay, perfect. There we go. Bam! Finally. Very, very good. That was a close one. So we killed we killed only one of them, and the other three are gone. But we were incredibly lucky to not be pulled away. Like there, that was a that would have been difficult. For those of you who wonder why exactly would I have taken such a risk, with the resurrection and the reset of skills, we still could have escaped with at least one character, so it wouldn't be a total party wipe. Matter of fact, the combat actually was quite intense. Not the first part of it, but the second part. Like it. Good. Let's do the character level up. Second, we will continue strengths. I mean, we just increased memories a little bit. And we finish warfare, which means he's now at the peak of his warfare damage. From now on, we need to either increase critical strike chance or two-hand weapon damage directly. I'm pretty satisfied with the tank. Like, he's doing a very good job. And I'd like to continue the summoning path. I mean, that makes sense. I was toying with the idea of making him also pyrokinetic, but probably I won't do that. Lose is much more an elemental mage. So let's start and do continue to the summoning here. As for her, I think quite straightforward, finesse, and we're almost done with warfare. Yeah, that's the last point in warfare. Good. So that's some more damage. And Lowe's is... let me first of all think about, like, the pyrokinetic definitely would be something that I'd be interested in. We could get 2 in pyrokinetic and have some decent fire damage. Because we have such a high intelligence that it wouldn't be too bad. I'm thinking about it. It might not be too bad. More than once we have been in a situation where, like, hydromancy hasn't really helped us all too much. The summoning piece is okay, but yeah, that's not really good. Let's try the pyro, and we'll take it from there. Which also means if we go with pyro, I would go with 2 more memory, just to get like a broader set of skills into the skill set. Where is his pyro coming from? I know that he has like 2 pyrokinetic, which number 1 is from here. And is he having 1 pyro? No, he only has 1 pyro, right? So that means he would lose +1 summoning, which sucks, and 1 intelligence. Oh, and he would lose haste and peace of mind. But you know what? We would gain the same skills on lows, so that wouldn't be the end of the world. And he could take some more offensive skills. Although I really like the haste on him as well. That made sense so far. Lowe's does have it as well though, so might as well shift it to her. Plus she can deal some more damage with it, so that's fine. Just to double check, is anyone else having pyro? Like she is +2 pyro. Um, this here, for instance, is a perfect ring which we can just like take and use. So let's see. Perfect. Which means she can get a couple of hit points. She still will be fine with casting her spells, and yeah, with that setup, we wouldn't have lost anything. Good, so the buffs are still remaining. That's fine. I've lost one spell here. What could that have been? Well, I mean, let's go with some more AoE. And teleportation is anyway something that we can also have back here. So this guy here will, our beast will continue with having the buffs. And now for lows, we're going to enter effectively some additional spells. The buffing part, which is important, but I would also want to get rid of the air spells. I don't like them too much. I haven't been like proven really successful so far. So number one, that, and global cooling also hasn't really delivered. She's never standing in the middle of the enemy, so it was simply not worth the effort. Which means we're taking ranged damage spells with her, and Fossil Strike even could be a thing as well. Like she has, yeah, she has 2 Geomancy. So we can get rid of favorable winds and instead take Fossil Strike. Let me reorganize the skill board just a little bit here. It would make sense to put the defensive buffs here. We're getting rid of the things that we really do not need. So all of this is armor. She should definitely have a healing potion in her hotbar, so that works out well. Anything that I've missed? Yeah, I think Searing Daggers, right? No, we got that one. We got Fireball. We got Spontaneous Combustion. The buffs. Oh yeah, the buffs were missing. We're very seldomly using Shield Up. We can effectively erase that for now. However, Haste is a great buff. We're almost never using Blinding Radiance, although we get it for free from our item. Not sure if I want to keep it on her. At least not in the taskbar. Yeah, I think we can get rid of it. Good. Perfect. So that's a little bit of versatility in damage types. In case we need it, we have something else other than just water magic. We could also go deeper into water magic with Ice Fan, but I think that's not needed for now. Good. So, as I was saying, we have just beaten the entry encounter. We haven't even really started. But that part here, quite frankly, is the one is the reason why you shouldn't start going in from the front, because if you're not prepared, you will be taken by surprise and effectively are almost guaranteed to die. Good, let's see. We can go down here. That shouldn't trigger any encounter. This already is the lower level, which we're keeping for now. We're not going there. I just want to get ready so we are not missing anything. I think we in order to get there, we need to do it from here. So this, by the way, is the setup. Over here is Mordus, and Mordus might ring a bell. The name might ring a bell. He is actually the one. Oh, there we go. He nearly approaches us. So he's actually the one that the dwarf in the Underdark Tavern wants to kill. So he's also one of the sorcerers, and he is fully responsible for all of that shit. So spoiler alert, he's the one that has originally mind controlled all of these poor dwarves. Nice, good loot. Which starts to let me think whether or not we might want to teleport Seville up there. That's actually a pretty good idea. And you know what? Lowe's might also be able to do something up here. I do not quite have the range, but like from up here, look at that. That's beautiful range. Unfortunately, even with Sky Shot, we can't get any further. Well, at the end, maybe it wasn't such a great idea. But let's keep her there for now. We're going to prepare for the encounter anyways. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need to take the high ground, and we need to keep the high ground in this encounter. So let's use Syken as bait again. And let's start a new video for this encounter.